I used to think Hoyas were easy until they started doing this. Long, wild tendrils everywhere, climbing into other plants, wrapping around my face while I watered. I tried everything to tame them. Wire hoops, moss poles, sticky wall hooks, but nothing really kept them tidy. It was a mess. And just when I was about to give up on keeping them neat, I found the last thing I expected to fix this mess problem: a tomato planter. Yep, a tomato planter. And not just any planter. This one turned out to be perfect for Hoyas and honestly for a lot of climbing and trailing plants. In this video, I'm sharing the 7 reasons why this Veggie Garden planter might be the best setup for your climbing houseplants, especially if you grow Hoyas like I do. And trust me, reason number 7 is the reason that completely sold me. Plus, I'll share a bonus reason that really made me feel good about using it. Oh, and if you're in the US, there's a giveaway and a discount code coming your way. I'll tell you how to enter a bit later in the video. Let's start with reason 1, watering. This planter uses a Wick system that pulls water or nutrient solution up into the inner pot only when the plant needs it. That means no soggy roots with less chance of root rot. Here's what really impressed me though. The reservoir is massive. It holds up to 9 liters or 2.4 gallons. And this planter also has a water level determiner, so you can adjust how much of that 9 liters your plant has access to. More on that a little bit later. Reason 2, the water gauge. This tiny feature saves me so much stress. It's a simple floating water gauge that rises when the reservoir is full and drops as the plant drinks. No more poking at Leca with a chopstick or guessing when to water. I just look at the gauge and I know exactly where things are at. If you're a chronic overwaterer or someone who forgets to check your water levels, this will save your plants. Reason 3 is airflow. These built-in airflow windows are a big deal. They let fresh air move around the root zone, which is so important, especially if you're growing in semi-hydro setups like Leca or pon. I used to melt holes into my plastic pots with a soldering iron. It works, but it's ugly and it smells awful. This has the holes built in and it looks clean and intentional. Since switching to this setup, I've noticed that my roots are less prone to rot and they grow faster. Healthy roots mean healthy plants. Reason 4, adjustable water levels. This little lever gives you control over how much water your plant can access. It has 4 levels: 90, 60, 30, and 0. At 90, the full 9-liter reservoir is available. At 60, you're working with about 6 liters. 30 gives you a light fill and 0 cuts off water access completely. I use a 30 or 60 for my Hoyas. They like things a little bit dry, but if I was growing something thirstier like a calathea or a spider plant, I'd crank it up to 90. You can adjust the dial even while the plant is in place. No need to lift or disturb anything. I love that flexibility. Reason 5, it's easy to clean. If you grow in Leca, flushing your plants is a must. This planter makes it super easy. The entire inner pot lifts out so you can rinse, flush, and reset without disturbing the roots. It's also great for pest prevention. A clean root zone means fungus gnats, root mealies are way less likely to settle in. I do a flush every 4 to 6 weeks depending on the season, and this setup makes it take minutes instead of hours. Reason 6, the trellis. This is what originally caught my attention. The trellis expands vertically as your plant grows. No more tangled vines everywhere. I've used it for Hoyas, pothos, and even a climbing philodendron. You can expand it in sections so you're not committing to a giant pole from the start. I used to find vines hanging down into my sink or wrapping around the bookshelf. Now they grow where I want them. Reason 7, the wheels. I love this. The built-in wheels are smooth, multi-directional, and hold up well even on textured floors. No more dragging heavy pots. I can rotate it to catch the sun or move it to vacuum without risking injury or needing help. If you like to rearrange your plant areas seasonally like I do, this feature alone is worth it. Here's that bonus reason that I promised you earlier. This planter is sustainable. It's made from marine recycled plastic and weed straw bioplastics, meaning it's made from ocean waste and leftover wheat from farming. That means less plastic in landfills and oceans, and a lower environmental footprint. It feels good knowing I'm using something that helps reduce waste. I'm sure you agree that this planter is well designed. I think so. And it's not just me who thinks it's well designed. It won the 2024 Red Dot Award for Garden Tools. That's one of the most respected design awards in the world. So yeah, it's not just functional, it's award-winning too. Okay, let's do a quick Q&A because I know you're gonna ask, can I use this with soil, leca, or pond? Yes, this planter was primarily made for people who use soil, but as you can see, it works perfectly well when you're using leca, and I suspect it should not be a problem when you're using pond as well. Is this just for indoors? No, it works outdoors too. The materials are UV resistant and weather safe. Just make sure to stabilize the trellis if it's windy. How hard is it to set up? It took me under 10 minutes from unboxing to planting. The trellis clicks together, the reservoir is clearly marked, and there's no overcomplicated parts. If you're in the US and want to try this planter for yourself, Veg Your Garden is offering $10 off with my code, the Leca Queen 10 off at checkout. And we're running a giveaway exclusive to my community. Head to my Instagram at the Leca Queen to enter. Details are also in the description below. Remember how chaotic my Hoyas looked at the start? Look at them now. Trained, tidy, and growing exactly how I want them to. This planter solves so many problems for me. It might do the same for you.